This is not a normal Wednesday stock watch on the beat because Jeremiah Smith, he's not eligible. We can't pick it anymore. Stock is off the chart. Caleb Downs, off the chart. Sonny Styles, sorry. But we're going to talk to them all because it is a Tuesday in Las Vegas, but a Wednesday version of the beat. That is Jeremy Birmingham. I am Austin Ward, and this, of course, is JJ Smith, who earlier today, just walking around in a t-shirt, you didn't want to stay comfortable all day?
Nah, I couldn't. You got to change it to a suit, so yeah.
All right. Well, who are you wearing? Like, who are you? What's the brand? Yeah.
So this is crazy. The suit I had, it was my agent. Somebody he knew out here got it. But then the pants was too long. So this is actually my cousin Gino's suit I'm wearing right now.
What?
So, yeah.
That's Gino's?
Yeah.
Oh my! Because he plays here now, right?
Yeah.
So did you get a chance to hang out with him?
Not really. No, I ain't get to see him today.
I just want to go back to your arrival in Las Vegas on Monday evening. What was it like for you, who is at this point regarded as the best college football player in America by anyone who speaks about college football? You walked into the Mandalay Bay Hotel.
Yeah.
And nobody knew or cared who you were.
Yeah.
I knew who he was.
How awesome was that?
Felt awesome to me. I mean, I had to sign no autographs or take pictures. I'm cool with that. That's cool with me. So I was very excited.
I think we asked you about this maybe in April. That part of dealing with the celebrity and the attention and autographs and photos. I saw you at one of the camps this summer. You were out just in June.
Yeah.
I was like, well, yeah, I mean, there's 20 kids that want to get a photo with you. Sure, no problem. Just take the phone out. I would feel like no human ever truly gets comfortable with that. But it seems like you are coming to terms with it. Is that fair?
Yeah, I'm definitely getting comfortable with it. I mean, especially when it comes to kids, like I always try to make a kid there and take a picture with them, no matter what it is. Like, because I've been rubbed the wrong way before by an athlete. I'm not gonna say who, but it's a big
that
time
would be juicy
athlete.
right there.
I can't do it, but
Was it Geno Smith?
No, it wasn't Geno. No, it's a big time athlete. Everybody know who he is.
Okay.
Yeah,
we don't need to do that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it.
Your celebrity is crossing borders and boundaries. I'm just going to tell you. So my stepdaughter's boyfriend, because I live in the state up north,
Yeah.
okay?
Okay.
He roots for that team. But you're his favorite player. So he's constantly asking me, can you get a picture of JJ for me? And I'm like,
wait a minute. That means he's not a real fan.
And I keep telling him, I'm like, you can't have these cross allegiances. So I just want to make sure that you know that you have the ability, apparently, to change the minds of teenagers across the country. So you also are on the cover of the NCAA football game this year. I assume you played that game when you were younger. How much of an honor was it when they called you and said, Jeremiah, we want you to be the cover athlete of NCAA football?
I was very excited. Just to be able to be the cover athlete of a game, something I never really thought I'd be on. My agent called me, was like, yeah, EA want you to be the cover athlete. I was like, wow, that's truly a blessing. And then, when I did a Pasadena and shot everything, it was great shoot with Ryan Williams, Reggie Bush, Tim Tebow, all them guys that was there, DJ Lightweight. We all just had a great time there. Was
that the coolest thing that you've got to do this summer in the last 6 months since the national championship? Or what would you say, what opportunity have you had that you're like, wow, I can't believe this is real?
I'd say probably that, and I had a shoot with Travis Kelce with American Eagle. It was me, Cayenne Anthony, I forgot her name. Her last name.
Swift, Taylor Swift?
Not Taylor Swift. Susan Lee, she like the Olympian, her.
Okay.
Then Ozzie Fudd, she go to UConn. So it was a shoot in New York with Travis Kelce with American Eagle. So that's probably them two, probably the best ones I had this summer.
Okay, that's
this year,
just name dropping out there.
Yeah, I had a good time.
We obviously try to keep it light with you. That's kind of the relationship we've always tried to have. We don't want to pressure you into having the serious conversations, but
Birm doesn't have serious conversations.
I'm going to try. I'm going to try.
Oh, what are we going for here?
I told you what I wanted to ask him. Like, you just broke every Ohio State freshman receiving record. You were the best receiver in the country, regardless of what the folks at the Blitnikoff Award had to say. Everyone knows it.
This guy.
Everyone knows it. How do you get better? And also, how do you mentally prepare for a season knowing that you're going to be double and triple teamed pretty much all year long, and it might look different in the stat book this year?
Yeah, I mean, stats I don't really care for. I mean, like you said, like teams go play me differently. But I feel like my coach go put me in the right position to see. They're gonna move me around a lot. So really nothing too much to think of. But I know my coach go get me right this year.
And I'd like to clarify something else. You've made some headlines in the last couple of weeks for a conversation that you had down in Miami in 7-on-7.
Yeah.
I'm not interested in your thoughts on the rivalry. I'm interested in your thoughts on the quarterback position because I think you were asked about one specific quarterback and you answered a question.
Mm-hmm.
And it was not indicative of what you might think of another quarterback on the roster. Is that correct, or am I incorrectly assuming?
What we think happened, JJ, is Manny Navarro asked you about Julian Sagan, and not Lincoln Keenan. So you answered that question.
Yeah.
That's what we think.
Because I tell people all the time, like whenever we talk about you, I say Jeremiah doesn't seem to want to talk, but he will always answer what he's asked.
Yeah.
And so I was like, he clearly was only asked about Julian, not about Lincoln as well.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I've been getting today. Like, everybody just asked me about Julian and how you feel he's going to do our starter quarterback. I'd be like, whoa, like, we still have a quarterback competition going on throughout fall camp, so we just got to see who'll be the starter quarterback.
What makes them different?
Yeah, so what you've talked about Julian, what do you like about Lincoln when he's out?
Lincoln he's a dog, I should say. Like, me and him went at it in, this summer in competition, and he definitely knows a tough guy. I mean, he's just a leader as well, like Julian. Man, just can't wait to see how the competition go in fall camp. It's going to be truly a blessing to see how it goes.
I told him this past weekend at the Cardell Jones charity softball game, I'm going to start calling him the Vanilla Ibuka because he can do everything. It doesn't matter what sport. He's like he goes out there and wins.
Yeah.
As you head into training camp number 2 at Ohio State, how do you take on a different role as far as a leader goes in this room now that a guy like Emeka is gone?
Yeah, I mean, for me, being a leader is, I think it's pretty easy for me. I mean, I led by example when I first came in. Not this year, just everybody wanted me to be more vocal, hear my voice and hear things I got to say. So it's been pretty big challenge for me because I'm not a guy that like to talk a lot or say much. I just like to lead by example. So definitely taking that step into using my voice more and everybody just listening whenever I talk. So me and Carnell and Brandon, we just done a great job leading the guys this year.
You've become a more important leader. You're trying to find that voice, as you mentioned.
Yeah.
So if the leadership committee is asked, it's time for the Block O, who gets to put it on this year?
I'm gonna have to say Sonny Styles.
Okay.
That's it. Yeah.
All right, Berman, I got that one right.
I was so embarrassed last year, man. I went into this whole spiel at media days, and I was telling, Jack Sawyer is the lock for Block O. And then when we were talking to Jack, he's like, no, Cody's going to be the Block O. And I was like, eek.
Yeah, Sonny Styles.
Okay, yeah. Would you wear a Block O someday?
Did
you like the 4?
I like my 4.
Okay.
Yeah,
Did you get to tell EA Sports what celebration they should put in the game? Because I've been trying to figure out all the buttons. I'm terrible. My hand-eye coordination's getting worse as I get older, but I didn't find the super cyan one or whatever you did at the Messi celebration in the Rose Bowl.
Okay.
Super cyan.
Yeah, they don't got that in the game. Yeah.
You should have demanded it.
I should.
As the
I
cover.
think they're probably how to talk to Messi about letting them use his emo in the game. Yeah.
I guess that's true.
Yeah.
Anything else, Berm? Because JJ's got 10 more interviews to go.
I think he enjoys this one more than he's going to enjoy others.
It's a pretty good chance of that. We're trying anyway.
Yeah.
What? I don't want to keep you too long. I know you're tired.
You said, hey, I'm interested in this, and then I'll let you go.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about getting your body right. You've got, what are you eating right now? Just chicken and rice?
Chicken, salmon, rice, broccoli, more vegetables and better, protein. No more red meat and stuff like that. No more fast food.
Are there?
Chad Johnson will tell you McDonald's made him who he was.
I was gonna say, when does JJ ever get a cheat meal, and what would it be?
Cheat meal.
You're so entrenched on this diet that you can't eat anything else?
When you go home to Miami.
Well, when I went home, I was eating kind of bad, but that's the only time I really, probably get the chance to eat back. Because Kayla, she be on me heavy about my eating habits, and I'm just trying to get better at it. Because last year I was eating horrible. I was eating Wendy's probably every other day. Then I go to McDonald's. So yeah, Caleb just been on me this whole year about my eating habits.
You were so out of shape and flabby last year.
Yeah.
I remember.
That's how he's going to get better in year 2, Birm. He just got rid of the fast food burgers.
Yeah, you were just so awful last year.
We got to the bottom of it. You didn't say what you were eating when you were home, though.
I was eating like oxtails, rice.
Okay.
Yeah, I was eating.
That sounds awful too. I mean, it's rice and oxtails. You're not. It's not like you're.
It's just a different kind of meat. That's all I'm having.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Hey, it's remarkable that you have that sort of discipline when it comes to that. I know how important it is for you to take that next step and raise the bar after last year. So it's fun to watch you work.
Thank you.
And we appreciate your time.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Thank you for joining us on the beat. But we're not even close to done. We've got Sonny Styles and then Caleb Downs will be joining us here as we continue at Big Ten Media Days in Las Vegas. Rolling right along here with Big Ten Media Day coverage in Las Vegas, and we have Ohio State senior and linebacker Sonny Styles. I can't believe that both of those things are true. You've been the Buckeyes that long, and now you're not a safety. Full year plus into linebacker. Remember last year this time, it was like, hey, how's the transition going? Now we don't have to do that anymore.
Yeah, man, the time flies for sure. I remember being a freshman coming in, playing safety. Had guys like Lathan, Josh Proctor, Court Williams, all those guys in front of me. It's been great, though. First year linebacker was good. Just felt good. Feels natural.
Where do you want to take it now in year 2 at that position?
Man, just keep becoming elite, become more versatile. Keep improving. Always got to be better at tackling as a linebacker. Keep improving in coverage. And then also improving in pass rush. I think that's what separates a lot of great linebackers, the ones that are able to rush the passer a little bit. So it's something I'm trying to prove in as well.
I'll let Birm jump in here in just a second. But part of that, I remember a year ago when we're talking about the move from safety to linebacker, it was you finally got to maybe eat a hamburger once in a while and didn't have to manage your weight. Like, you look enormous. How different do you feel physically now?
I mean, I feel good. I'm 245, but I feel good though. Like I'm maxing out in speed still, still PRing in speed, PRing in jumps and stuff like that. So I'm heavier, but I'm more explosive and faster. So I feel good.
People love to hear those numbers. What is the top metric that you hit on the old MPH?
Last year, one time I hit 23 miles per hour, 23.2. And then
linebackers aren't supposed to do that.
Yeah, last week I hit 22.8.
22.8. How do you as a linebacker decide that you want to hit people? Because I'm back in high school, you were like a free roaming safety guy. You'd come up and you'd lay the lumber every once in a while, but you were like the back safety net. Now you are right in the thick of it in the Big Ten. How much different is that mentality-wise to say, I'm going to throw my entire body at this running back going 23 miles an hour at me?
Yeah, I mean, I think the mindset is for a linebacker, you got to be able to say, I'm going to hit someone in the mouth every play because someone's coming to hit you in the mouth every play. Especially you got those big 330-pound offensive linemen that are coming after you every play. So you got to have the right mindset, just be ready to attack. And I think the biggest thing that helps you play aggressive and play fast is just being able to study and know what you're doing and have a good feel for what's coming. I feel like that helps you play aggressive as well.
Obviously, it's year 2 of James Laurinaitis as the full-time linebackers coach, year 2 of Sonny Styles as the linebacker. How much do you feel you've grown in the last year? And the confidence, the knowledge of the defense now, especially considering it's a new defense. How comfortable are you with where things are as far as your role?
Yeah, I'm super comfortable. I feel a lot more confident in what I'm doing. Just being a linebacker, just natural things reading what's in front of me, footwork, stuff like that. I feel more comfortable and confident, and I think that confidence just helps you play faster. I'm not out there. You're out there worried about, man, what am I this drop, this gap. If you're lining up, you already know what you're doing. Now you're just thinking about, okay, now what's the offense about to do right here, stuff like that. So it's been helping me play a lot faster.
Is Matt Patricia more of a hugger than you anticipated?
Every time we see him, dudes are hugging him or he's hugging someone else?
Yeah, Coach Patricia, he's super outgoing, super personable. He loves chatting. Just outside of football, he just loves talking, loves getting to know his players. So he's been great.
How surprising was that?
What did you think when he was hired?
I was excited. Just when you look at his track record and things he's done, obviously he's a great defensive coordinator with the Patriots, won some Super Bowls, did some really good things. Was a head coach for the Lions for a while. So when I heard about the hire, I was super excited about it. I was excited to learn some ball, learn from an NFL coach. And then, once he got here, I didn't really know what to expect from him, like personality-wise.
Yeah.
You know, I've enjoyed it so much. He's a great guy, great man, great husband, great father. Just brings his kids around to us. I think I met his kids like his first week there. I met his kids. His sons are great. So
it's 'cause Birm and I have talked about the impact he's had over the last 6 months, and it seems like the relationships he's cultivated with you guys and how impressive that's been, and that flies in the face of what people thought about him in Detroit or New England or whatever. But when you set that conversation aside and it's like, okay, well, what is a Matt Patricia defense going to look like? And it's like, well, Sonny and Caleb probably aren't going to be handing over the playbook, but also, I've talked with like Bobby Carpenter and Zach Bourne. It's like, well, from week to week, it may change. What's sort of the way you view this scheme and what it can look like?
I mean, it feels pretty similar in a way. Like, there's only so much stuff you can do with a defense. Obviously, certain coaches have their favorites. I think, what you can expect to see is guys to be in the best position possible based on what they're good at. So I think he's going to do a really good job with that.
When you look back, Sonny, you're heading into year 4 for you. We talked about it when we sat down in February or March with you, but the transition from moving down a row in the team room, you guys made a point to tell people, this team hasn't won anything. Like, we were just talking to Coach Day, and this is now the move is forward, right? We're moving down to 2025. Last year didn't happen at this point. What is the biggest obstacle that you see to this team repeating? I know that's a tough question, but I want you to think, like, what is it that you like, man, if we can handle this, we'll be good?
Obviously, first and foremost, you always want to stay healthy. That's always a big roadblock for a lot of people. But I would say, we got a lot of young guys. So those young guys are able to be mature and flourish in their new roles. And leaders are able to step up. Last year we had a lot of great leaders. Guys who were seniors, been in the program 4 years, 5 years. So now we got guys who are leaders on our team that maybe only been in the program for 3 years, stuff like that. So I would say just being able to mature and grow up. Not saying we're immature right now, but it's just guys. A lot of young guys are taking a big step now.
Yeah, Ryan said that the message this summer was grow up.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm going to take it as that. But for you personally, you've always been a quiet leader type. You've not really been the vocal guy. Are you finding more comfort in that?
Yeah, I mean, I thought I had some leadership roles last year. I think now it's almost like I'm looked to a little bit more now. I'm pretty comfortable with it. I'm not like a guy who yells at my teammates or anything. I'm more the guy I talk to, pull you aside, and we have a little chat about stuff.
Austin's made a point multiple times this offseason. It seems like you are more comfortable in your own skin. Like you're settled.
You smiled in spring camp. I was counting. It was like 4 days in a row. You're doing it again right now.
Yeah,
that didn't happen 3 years ago. It was sunny serious out there.
Yeah, a little bit. I have fun now. I enjoy it. You got to have fun with this game. You enjoy being around your teammates, around your brothers. So it's been a good time.
Do you enjoy it differently? I mean, is that just the process of you had the timeline got sped up for you? Yeah. You were trying to catch up. I mean, I'm not going to put words in your mouth. I'm just saying what I observed, and it looks like you enjoy the game more. You always worked hard. Yeah. You always played at a high level. But I guess maybe you just get older and you'd appreciate it differently. I don't know.
Yeah. I was just talking to somebody about this the other day. I just feel like when you first come in the program, as a freshman, even sometimes a sophomore, everything feels so fast. It's stressful. You're kind of you get to camp and it's man, I got this play, now we got this play, this install, and everything's just moving so fast. So it feels like football's slowing down a little bit now. And you're able to have fun and just, I'm going into a game. I'm not this isn't the end of the world for me. Yeah, I know I prepared. I'm about to go out here and play with my brothers, and we're going to go as hard as we can. We're going to have fun with it. So stuff like that just helps ease my mind a little bit. I think it's definitely took a bigger step this year with that. I think last year switching positions, a little bit stressed, a little bit worried, anxious. Now I just feel a lot more comfortable and just confident in my ability and confident in the coaches around me.
Are people sleeping on your actual brother?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm excited for him. It's going to be a big year for him. He's super talented. I think he's going to get a really good chance to show everything he can do.
Last year, I embarrassed the heck out of myself at Media Days because I had this broad-based assumption that the block O was going to be Jack Sawyer, and I was talking all about it. And then I talked to the guys that were there at Media Days, and I said, who do you think is going to be the block O, and why is it Jack? And then multiple people were actually, we think it's going to be Cody.
Yeah.
And I was dang, we got this totally wrong. So I'm not, I assume you're going to wear the block O this year. And I don't
You said it 5 months ago.
I don't want to be wrong again, but I want to ask you, what would it mean to have that opportunity to represent the Block O in year 4 as a Columbus kid? And if Caleb or JJ tell me that someone else should wear it, why should I tell them that it should be you?
I'm not going to plead my own case for why I should wear it, but if I got the ability to wear it, the opportunity to wear it, it would be an honor. Obviously everything that goes into that includes high character, integrity, all those things, all the things it means to be a Buckeye. And then also seeing the guys that came before me that wore it and knowing what kind of men they were. I didn't play with their Mumford, but I met their Mumford. He's a great man.
Yep.
Xavier Johnson, great man.
Jonathan Cooper.
Jonathan Cooper's another great man. Xavier Johnson and Cody Simon, great man. They're all great men. So for them to wear that, and I know the kind of men they are, and those are guys especially when I was a freshman, like Cody and X and Cam Babb. Those guys, I kind of looked up to them, man, I want to carry myself that way. It's the kind of man I want to be. So for me to have the opportunity to wear that same number they did, it would mean a lot.
So if you don't get it, who would?
And will you blame me?
No, we got a lot of great men on the team. So I think Kenyatta Jackson would be a really good option. High integrity guy. He's been here for 4 years. He's been behind some really good players.
Yeah.
And I think he's everything what it means to be a Buckeye. He works hard. Put his head down to work. He's a very talented guy. Probably could have went and started somewhere last year, but he stayed, stuck it out. Now it's his time, and he's just a great leader of men. He's holding down that defensive line room right now. He's the biggest voice in that room by far, and he does a great job.
I have two last questions. We'll get you out here. Number one, you talk about wearing the Block O, but we're at media days, and you're wearing a T-shirt and sweats. Everyone else is. You're going to get dappered up for later in the day, I assume.
Yes, sir.
You, JJ, Caleb, who will be the best dressed Buckeye at the podium sessions?
I don't know. We'll see. I like to say I'm pretty good with my suits, so we'll see.
My actual last question: when you've had a chance to talk to Jack this offseason as a local kid, what did he tell you to try and appreciate about your final season at Ohio State?
Yeah, I talked to a lot of different guys actually, but I actually had a conversation with CJ Stroud the other day, and he was just talking about just really taking the moment and enjoy. The last year, in that scarlet and gray uniform in Columbus, because he talked about once you get to the NFL, there's nothing really like it. He plays for Houston. That's a great team, great environment. They have great chemistry and stuff like that. But he's just talking about we're sitting outside. He came to a workout. We just got done doing some crazy workout. We're all super tired, and we just sat there outside on the bench just talking for about an hour and a half straight.
He's the best.
And he's talking. We're talking to the rest of us. So it's you don't really get that anywhere else once you leave. So just enjoy it, taking the moment, and don't be in a rush to leave.
Have you ever considered?
You said 2 questions.
I know, but now I have to ask this question because I was thinking about it earlier. Have you ever seen photos of your dad?
Yeah.
In his uniform at Ohio State? Have you ever considered one day just going out in the huge shoulder pads and the giant neck roll? And
Those days are gone, man.
Yeah, those are long
the
gone.
Carson Hinsman face mask?
All right. Well, you asked too many questions. I will say when it comes to that high character moment, this probably meant nothing to you, Sonny, but when I saw you at the memorial a couple of months ago, Liberty was there, my daughter. She just kept looking up, and you spent just 15 seconds saying hello. You became her new favorite player for this season. So I wonder, I know that's important to you because you've done so much with the charity stuff over the summer. That's just an anecdotal reminder that time does mean a lot to those kids. She's really excited, and she's pissed off that she didn't get to come to media days because she said, "Oh, Sonny's going to be there." So it means a lot, and I just appreciate watching the way you handle your business, and we're looking forward to seeing what you do as a senior.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
All right, that's Sonny Styles. We'll be back in Las Vegas for more interviews with the Buckeyes right after this. Last but not least here, certainly not least, Caleb Downs.
Certainly.
We have talked to Jeremiah Smith. We have talked to Sonny Styles, representative number 3 for the Buckeyes. What have you thought about this? We're getting you at the end of the day. It's quite an experience, isn't it?
Yeah, they have a lot going on. I feel like I've walked this hotel 20 times today, so it's been an experience, and I'm glad to represent Ohio State and be here to represent my team.
Were you expecting to be picked to come out here? Did you want to? I guess those are 2 separate questions.
I honestly really didn't think about it much until they asked me, and it was like, oh, okay, cool. Now I got to find a suit to wear, so it's cool.
Well, how'd you pick this one?
How do you go through that process?
Well, last year coming from Alabama, I probably had 8 suits, and then when I got here, I probably got 6 or 7 more. But then Coach Day was like, we're wearing sweatpants to the game. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. So I just picked from the ones that I was supposed to wear during the season last year. And then my favorite color is purple, so we went purple.
I've never considered that decision had to be made unilaterally by Coach Day to say, no suits, we're wearing sweats. Was there uproar? Did you guys push back on that? There's a whole NIL deal with a suit maker in Columbus.
Yeah.
And then you guys can't wear them.
Yeah, I would say it was probably midway through camp, and he was like, I don't want to go through that of everybody wearing suits and everything. For me, I was like, no. But, I mean, I understand it. It makes things simpler for everybody and keeps people focused on the main thing. So
It's like a mentality thing, right? You walk in the stadium, people aren't worried about what bag they have going along with their shoes, right?
Yeah, I understand it. It makes sense.
When you think about year 3 in college for Caleb Downs, I think we've been asking Jeremiah this stuff. It's like, well, how do you get better? I know that you've talked about that when we talked to you earlier this offseason. You're always finding new ways to get better, different drills, extra work. What is it that has you really focused on this particular year, finding a way to get that next level?
I mean, I feel like if I couldn't improve anymore, I probably wouldn't play. If I felt like I was at the max of what I could do, it would kind of get boring.
Yeah.
Just knowing that I couldn't get any better. So for me, having that opportunity to get better is what pushes me every day. So, I mean, it's just a hunger to find something better to be better at.
When you get a new defensive coordinator and Matt Patricia comes in and there's different ideas and different lingo and different concepts and NFL experience that he's had, is that something throughout a spring where you weren't doing a lot of reps because you were on a pitch count or whatever it was through the spring? Did that engage you in a way that maybe felt I don't want to say like refreshing, but something that kept you focused? I was talking about this the other day. I've been through 4 DCs in my college career. Well, this is only your 3rd year of college football. That doesn't make sense.
Signed with Pete Golding, and then Kevin Steele was my DC, and then Jim Knowles, and now Matt Patricia. So,
does any of them hug as much as Matt Patricia?
No. I feel like that dude he's a great person. He's very personable with who he is and how he wants to be talked about by his players. And I've had great conversations with him, and I appreciate him and how he stepped in to help our team. So
it's just fascinating because 4 and 3 years is crazy.
Yeah.
But
a lot of football, though.
But you change your college professors every semester?
I guess that's true. But that's not quite the same thing. Those guys are teaching in different classes. This is being taught from 4 different people who have very vast experiences. And what have you taken from these first 6 months with Matt Patricia that maybe is new or unexpected?
The ability to change, I would say. He's coached for such a long time, and he's had so many different experiences. It allows him to learn new things and be able to make things easy for us as players to put us in the same positions.
If you've gone through all those changes and learning from multiple different defensive coordinators, and part of his, mystique is the Bible and all the versatility.
I hate that name.
You don't like it? You want to rename it?
The comparison is just too much.
It shouldn't be. I understand where you're coming from. Yeah, just rename it for him. Give him something.
It's all good.
The encyclopedia.
The encyclopedia. That's actually pretty good.
It makes a lot more sense. But it feels like, based on the way that we've got to know you and your thirst for knowledge and improvement with the game, combined with the depth of knowledge and different defenses that he's used, that to me, it just feels natural. When he was hired, it was surprising. We've said that before. But now it's like, I don't know. The combination of Matt Patricia talking ball with Caleb Downs seems to make a lot of sense to me.
Yeah. I mean, for me, it's a blessing to be able to learn from somebody that's been at such an elite level and expects players to play at such an elite level. So, I mean, I'm excited, and I've learned a lot from him even in the short time he's been there. So, I mean, I appreciate it.
Yeah. We've noticed this offseason, obviously, coming off the national championship, Ryan Day, now a national championship winning coach, one of only 3 active coaches in college football who won a national championship. He's felt a little different to us. He's just been a little bit more, obviously a bit more relaxed, but he's taken on a whole different air, kind of. This offseason, he spent some time with Nick Saban, who obviously you chose to play for 3 years ago. Have you noticed any, now that the national championship juice is rubbing off, have you noticed Coach Day taking on more of like that type of role as a CEO head coach, like the way that Coach Saban was?
Some similarities, I guess, if you put it that way. Just on the opposite side of the ball because he's often the coach. Yeah, I mean, once you have the experience of doing something, your job is pretty much to portray that to everybody around you. So everybody on the team has that type of confidence that they walk with. So I wouldn't say he's changed in any way. I wouldn't say that he walks in any different type of light, but I would say, yeah, the ability to know that we've achieved something and I want to share that with every player that comes through here, and I want them to experience that. Yeah,
I don't think he walks a little lighter, like he's a 10,000-pound monkey off his back.
Ooh, you tell me.
I think so, but you see him more than I do, so I figure you guys have a better perspective of that. I'm interested from the Saban perspective if he's taking some of those traits of what it takes to be that type of coach year in and year out.
I would say Coach Saban told me, he was like, the more you win, the more anxiety you have about it. So I wouldn't say Coach Saban had, the more he won, the more people may have looked at him differently. But I wouldn't say he was less anxious about winning. Because he told me, he was like, I get more anxious about playing the small teams than the big teams.
When Saban was in town for the memorial and him and Coach Day played in the Celebrity Pro-Am or whatever, did you have a chance to link up with him?
No, I talked to him on the phone when he was here, but I didn't get a chance to see him. We had workouts that day that they were playing, so I didn't really get a chance to go see him. But yeah, I called him, talked to him a little bit about it. He said great things about Coach Day's game and golf, so it's good.
All right, before you're almost done with this day, Caleb, but we ask everybody at this event who needs to wear the Block O. Birm and I believe that Sonny's going to get it. Are we on the right track, or who would you vote for at this moment?
I would say Sonny. I would say that'd be a good pick, but I mean that's Coach Day and Coach Mick to decide. So.
But you're part of the leadership group. You get to weigh in.
We didn't.
Why are you?
I don't even think we weighed in last year. I think that was Coach Mick and them's decision, and that's who they felt to pick was Cody, and I respected it, and I thought that was a great pick. So
why?
I would say I would pick Sonny.
Okay, but well, that's what I'm getting at. But why is Kenyatta's name coming up so much?
I mean, he's taking a big role in terms of leading the D-line room and trying to push them to be better every day. When you have that type of influence, your name gets brought up more.
Okay. I know you're all about fit. Take out the Ohio State uniform. Who's the rest of the Big Ten? Who's the best uniform in the league? And which one do you think Caleb Downs would look best playing in?
Okay.
Don't put that out there.
No, I'm saying I take.
What is he doing?
Obviously, you chose that one.
You took it to another level.
You chose.
I would say they have the best uniforms other than us, but I mean, yeah, that's not a.
You don't think it's too much?
I think that's the worst colorway that they've got.
Yeah, I wouldn't have picked this colorway for today, but even with that,
I guess they are versatile.
I can't believe you put that out there. Which one would you look good? Come on.
Look, he's getting ready. He's a year from now. He's going to be at the NFL draft. They're going to be talking about all these other things.
we'll see how the season goes, man.
Oh, you're trying to look at this. What is he doing to you? It's clearly time for us to wrap it up on the beat and get out of Las Vegas before Birm says more nonsense that gets Caleb fired up and worked up and mad at us. We can't be having
He's so calm and collected all the time. I just try to get him off balance, and I just can't do it. I can't do it. Everyone else on this roster, I can get off balance. And you, I cannot get off balance.
He was off balance. He was ready to punch you in the face. That's what was going to happen. Get ready for that, though, by the way, because you're about to experience a tradition unlike any other on the Ohio State beat. When you go into your junior season and people have an assumption about what you're going to decide, and then you just get asked every single week.
Did anybody in your 40-minute session ask you about something just completely ridiculous?
He's been asked 10,000 questions.
Yeah, I can't remember all of them, I'll be honest with you.
Nobody asked you to draw anything?
Oh, yeah, they asked us to draw Brutus. I think I asked them who had the best one between me, Jeremiah, and Sonny. your boy won. So
Not a
yeah.
surprise.
Then at the end of your day, some guy asked you to put on a different uniform.
I just want to know, like, because I mean, we all see it differently. I mean, I think Oregon's uniforms are cool, but like, I just don't like. I like UCLA's uniforms. I think UCLA's uniforms are classic and
I mean,
beautiful.
I would say Oregon. I like Washington, and then yeah, maybe UCLA is after that. But
And then last
I like the
place,
purple.
this Purdue uniform right behind us.
Well,
Nah, the black cool. I like the black.
Okay,
too.
all
It's
right. Well, I stand corrected.
thank you.
This was a fun one. We appreciate Caleb Downs joining us for this Wednesday on the beat out here in Las Vegas. And thanks to Jeremiah Smith and Sonny Styles for their time as well. Had a lot of fun with these guys. I
And
know
thanks
it's a
to
long
Jerry
day.
and Mike for allowing us to have these opportunities.
Fantastic work in Ryan Day, Ross Bjork as well. So it's been fun. And now we get to go back to Columbus, and it's time for camp.
Yes,
in a
it
week
is.
and a half. Thanks for joining us. For Caleb Downs and Birm, I am Austin. We'll talk to you later.